G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and episode 7 of our Lakes and Mountains playthrough of Vauxhall Tycoon. Last episode, in episode 6, we really made some progress. We put in the final touches on our double tracks new freight line, which comes all the way over here. It's bordering on our little county border there, coming through here and servicing this lovely new waterfront that we made 2 episodes ago, and that's going pretty good. In between episodes, I have gone ahead and what have I done? Just doubled this train, so there are now 2 of those trains, and we'll have a look at the productivity of those soon. The other thing I'd like to say is that I did have over here, that's where I had my depot for the trains. That's now moved. I moved that one to over here. I thought this is nice and out the way here. So I think that's kind of cool. I wonder if maybe these guys will expand over here a little bit as well. This could be nice if they expand this way. That could be really good. We'll obviously fix up this when we get into this, this area here. And also, in between episodes, the research was going along. Let me just turn the user information back on. But the research cracked on, and it turns out these guys that I managed to get myself some diesel trains, so diesel engines, and so that's brilliant. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade a few of these anyway. But you can see coal coming in. You can see this guy going in there as well. So let me just say, if I've got this coming in this way, what I might be able to do is send this guy to depot. So if I send this guy to depot shortly, and I'll pause it just for a second, but if I send this guy to depot, what he should do now is, if everything works correctly, is he should and this is not transfer to depot, this is send to depot, so it doesn't cost anything, but it needs to find an available path. What should happen is he'll stay here on the left hand side. He has an empty, he doesn't have anything in his wagons. He'll come along here. Now he should take the bypass and then he'll come back out, or he will come in this way. He will then have to go through the station because there is no leaving bypass. He'll come in there, and what should happen here is he should then go into this bidirectional little mess that I've made here, and then he should upgrade. We'll upgrade him, and then he should come out here and head off. In fact, he should come out and head, I think, that way. You're right, because he'll then have to go round here and then do a full loop, come back this way, and then load up his wagons with his new diesel engine. So we'll test that in a sec. So guys, jump in. By the way, this episode we're going to look at unlocking a land nearby, and that's going to be fabulous as well. So guys, do jump in, enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I will see you over here in just a sec. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's just make sure we've got enough sound. We do. Yes, brilliant. Okay, so he should come along here. Let's see him, and we'll just have a quick look and see that he's doing everything that we think he should. Speed 2 now, and we'll see here. Coal's loaded up there. Ooh, oh no, coal's dropped off actually. This guy here, he should... oh, hang on, I haven't sent him to depot yet. Great. So let me go center nearest depot, and... now he should change his orders, I believe. It's on speed 3, so we'll just see him go round. I assume he won't stop here and load up. Yep, there he goes. He should be going into depot here shortly. Let's see how it goes. Very confident here. In he goes, 2 directional. Great, and we'll go speed 1. Let's open the depot, go into this reconfigure button here, and I want to grab this engine. Now, he's 293 meters, so he's a bit too long. We don't want that. We want to shorten him, actually. So we just want to cut off one of each of these guys. So bin that. Yeah. He's 265 meters now, so let's just grab this guy, and we'll flip it. And, oh, sorry, I don't want to do that. I want to bin... oh, it's saving now, so let me just bin these guys, and let's replace this guy. And we want to replace it with one of these. Now, I think I commissioned in one of those orange ones earlier, so let's get this one here, and I think that'll be quite nice. That is for those guys. I don't think I've got any other ones. No, they're all pretty good. Look at the mail car and everything. Oh, we need to get some buses up and running as well. Oh, we got the buses, but we need to get better buses. Okay, let me do this. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He's 259 meters. We've got a bit of money here. What I wouldn't mind doing, just speed one, please, is just duplicating that and having him double-headed, which would be quite nice. So there'll be 285,000 on a little vanity project over there, which is quite good. Let's go for speed one release, and he should go off and do it. And you can see there a diesel train, which is great. He should head this way. Yep, and then he'll go round. That'd be brilliant. Okay, at least we can tell what the difference of those two are as well, which is quite good. And we'll keep the other one as a steam train for now because I don't... This guy's loading up. Yeah, we'll keep this guy as a steam train just for now because we don't want to have too many issues. Although, let me just see here. You are at the moment 61 kilometers an hour. And this... How's our mate here? Where's our other friend? You come out yet? Are you in the tunnel? Yeah, there you are. When you get going, how fast do you get going? 65, 66... Can you please just show me if you get going along there? 72, 61. Look, he's not really doing that much faster, so we'll just leave that for the moment. Just another thing as well I'd like to just quickly just mention what I did here is I upgraded the milk. So what I did is I got rid of a little bit of land here. Actually, I cleared out a whole lot of houses here and made a big sort of area. And then I wanted to put an extra sort of milk production, dairy produce. And it turns out that that was not very good because that area is not available for putting down a mine technically or dairy. But what I did is I upgraded all of the dairy products here. So the dairy vehicles are there. Now there are two routes, and each of the two routes are operating off. If you have a look here, this one's operating from. If I have a look, one of three tracks. He's operating from the middle. Thank you. And if I have a look here, he should be operating from, it should be obvious, but he's operating just for that one. But what I'll do is the other one seems to have the most. So we'll grab this route here and I'm just going to make a little edit. And I'm going to say, please operate from either of this or this. So that way we've got one with 2 and one with 3. So that'll be pretty good. And we can actually do something here. So if I have a look at Sandy Central and I look at logistics, you can see here that these 3 are just the ones that are connected to the multiple truck stops. So what I want to do is I want to set, there are two different routes involving this. Let's pause it. Pause it. Yep. What I want to do is, this is one route and it's to Solihull, and this is another route and it's Sandy. So with those two, what I'm going to do is just add in a waypoint. So let's go into here first and just close it, and now reopen those two so they're both up there. Go to my roads and go to my stations, and I want to add in just a very please, not that. I want to get a waypoint. There it is, waypoint old, UK old. Yeah, I don't think we have any other waypoints, which is interesting. I think we can only do that. Okay, so if we do that here and I spin it, yeah, so we'll put a waypoint in here. Now I want to put the waypoint in at the start, right? And what I'm hoping to do is put him in there, and I'm hoping now to get them to each of the routes to have the waypoint before they do the top up. So if we look at this one here, this one, it should be coming into there. So what I want to say is, can I edit it and can I add a stop? Can I add a stop here? And I want to put in the waypoints, and I want to say go through. Yeah, and it'll be a non-stop go order, and then it'll go to Sandy Central, and then it'll go to Solihull. Okay, so let me do that. Let me go back to Sandy Central and just hit OK. And then I want to just do the same with this guy. I want to add in a stop before. It's going to be this waypoint. It's going to be a go through order, non-stop. And then he should be good. Now I want to, at the moment, just get rid of, we'll go speed 1. And what we'll do is we'll say skip this order for you, skip this order for you. Let's skip this order for you. I know this is not super productive. Let's skip this order for you. And what we're saying is, after that, let's see what the other guys do. You're all skipping, you're all skipping. Okay, so the next one should come through this way and then load up there. And that means that all of the tail traffic should be here and not blocking that main highway. So that should be pretty good as well. We have 1.3 million in the bank, and we also have 1.4, we have the ability to borrow 1.1. So that's a bit of money to be able to do stuff. Oh, you didn't quite work. non-stop for the other way. Okay, let's see. These guys obviously are just having a little bit of fun times. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. I think it was a routing thing first. Man, the way to fix this, if I had more room, was put a waypoint on the way out. This is just while, see, it's already better, but this is just while we don't have one-way streets. And of course, one-way roads, of course, are coming in the rail and roads reworking update, but that'll be a while. The 1.4 million in cash is quite good. So don't forget, we talked about wanting to grab these, yeah, I was looking at those mountains. So we talked about wanting to get access to some of the areas outside, and I think at the moment, let's have a look at our research and just see which ones we would likely get, because we've got copper, we have stone, and we've got sand, and I'm open to all of them at the moment. But if I have a look here, researching at the moment is going to need circuits, and circuits is going to need copper. Diesel engine 2 is going to need iron bar, but this one here will need copper smelting as well. So there's another one for copper. So that's diesel engine 2, but diesel engine 2 will give us well, it's not too bad. SCM modern trucks, you just need the money. That's pretty good. I think we'll do that. Storages, oh, I do like that as well. And you just need wood beams. Ooh, we probably should do that. Steel smelting, you just need iron bars. And Southern Railway, brilliant, but you're all steam trains, so we don't really need to do anything there. We don't want those ones. Steam engine 2, no, we don't want that. Well, this one's stone. Mining 2 here for the other products is going to be wooden beams. Manufacturing 2 is going to be iron bars. So I think we're going to need some trucks just to start bringing some of these in. Heavy diesel is just money, but I think we'll do that. And if you look at the heavy diesel, they might need a slightly better. We got copper smelting, we need electronic production, and this one's just money. So yeah, I think what we need to do now then is just, there's lots to start researching, but I don't think it matters which one of these ones we open up. So let's look at it from a land perspective. If we open this guy, and this guy is sand, and then I think the other one I like is this guy for stone. Yeah, so that'll open up this whole northern region. Now if we do that, and then we've got copper just over here, so this will be this guy. Well, if I get the copper, I would then be able to put in a route over here and service these guys, and I can take him dairy, and I can take him coal. Now they're not very lucrative, dairy and coal, and adding copper, that's not too bad. If I come over here and I look at the stone, I'm going to get stone, but they want butter, and we're not really in the butter business at the moment, so I'm not too sure about that one either. But this one over here, if I have a look here, he just wants coal, but he'll give us sand as well. So we would need to basically work out how we're going to put, so stone would come basically straight across into there and load up, but I think what we would do is look at redoing this guy. So if we did take eventually both of these, we'll probably knock into that a fair bit, and then we'll have a look and see if we can hug the railway line right the way round to get into this, and we'll be able to extend our road over there. So at the moment, I don't think it sort of helps us. If I just get one, I don't think it really helps us too much. I almost think the best thing we could do is get this and just get the sand going. Because I think that's probably a better use of our area, because at least then we can go over here, put a bigger station in, and try and kind of get all that kind of going. What do you think? I think if we put a bigger station in there, I think that'll do pretty well. Yeah, I'm not too sure. What's happening here with this? Why is this bad? Why are you so bad? Are we not taking any of those there? No, we're not. Ooh, all I really need to do is get a truck and take them from there to there. Have we got them? Yeah, no, we don't have them. Why? Why? Oh, we're not sending enough of the products. I need, yeah, we're still exporting quite a few. What are you doing? This is easy money right here. Shall we try and get a few more? This is beams, isn't it? Yeah, it is beams. I think what we should do is let's unlock this area here. So it'll be 1.14. We're going to unlock that area. I think that's going to be quite nice. Hopefully that's pretty good. I'll have a little sip in my holster beer. Exploring the world. The game is just updating, adding in that new world, struggling a little bit, and there we go. I hope you like the yellow a little bit more too. We added the yellow user for the user interface, which is quite nice. So we have this here, and now we can really put in a bigger station, and I think that could be quite good. So what I'd like to do is, ooh, aren't you interesting? Because look at you, you must be connected to that. Okay, right, we're going to pause the game. And what I'm going to do, are you connected to anything else? Oh, Thatcham Northeast, you are connected. Yeah, Thatcham doesn't have anything at the moment. So you've already got that, which would be quite good. So all we need to do is increase production. Yeah, and we said it was beams. Yes, it was. Okay, so we need to increase production. And to increase production, I believe we're going to need more mining facilities. And to do that, we are needing sawmills. And the sawmills, how many can I have here that are going to be? Where's the patch? Where is the patch, guys? Ooh. Oh, we've built over it. Man, have I? Yes. I think the patch is here. I might have to move some things, because if I can't really get any more of that, what about if I did that? Are you going to be in there if I did it? Yeah, you would. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do a couple of things here. So first things first. Oh man, we really need to, oh, hang on, beams. So if we do this, you've got all this coming off this way. We've got these guys being, wait, you're coming in, aren't you? Yes. Yeah, if I do this, speed 1. And we might need some more wood, because look at this. I mean, it is kind of getting a few little bits and pieces, but it's really struggling if we're going to be getting the other ones. How are we going to extend this? All right, let's worry about that. I think that seems like a bit of a, look at all these cars here, look at all these trucks. I think this seems like a little bit of a mess. We'll fix it at some point, but this is the perils of road transport and why we need to improve. So speaking of that, let's do it. So first of all, I'm going to get my free terrain mod. And if you haven't gone to the workshop and downloaded the free terrain mod, I think you should, because it really, really helps the game out lots. It's great. I mean, it's just brilliant. I like it. You can really sculpt your lands without having to pay for terrain modifications, and I think that's a real part of making the aesthetic of the game quite nice too, making your areas quite aesthetically pleasing. It can be quite nice. Now, I'm actually thinking what I might do here, if we just cap off that and then cap off that, yeah, you guys are going to be there. Now you're all exactly the same. I'm paused, so we want to get out back into the mod bits, terrain mod. What I want to do is I want to say, can you please, I just want to, not that, I just want to get this, yeah, so right forward there, and then we go right forward here. And now what I'm just quickly going to do is I'm going to go into rails, go in here, grab the narrow, and I just want to put the closest little one I can. Oop, no, not there. Yeah, let's put him like this. Yep. And let's do you to there. Great. So you won't be doing any more expansion, and you can go to there. So that's perfect. And what we need to do now is look at how we're going to get, because we've got that there. We now need to look at how much of this land we can get. So I want to be bringing, yeah, just watching this, but I kind of want to be bringing out the, yeah, if I do that, and what I will do is I'm going to see if I can get a bit of a, let me just clear this too, come right in, yeah, and we can fix all this. But what I wouldn't mind doing is just getting a bit of a big station in here, please. So if I just take out a fair bit, and we will fix the mountain, don't worry about that, because I've got this steep mountain here, so I will fix this and make it look better, I promise you that. But yeah, we just, for the moment, what we want to do is at the same spot, is grab, so Thatcham Transfer it's called. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go here, we'll delete Thatcham Transfer. Yep, and I will also grab these guys and get rid. I will grab this, get rid. I will take off here and I'll get rid of all this. And what we're going to do here, let me just try this. Yeah, and then go there. Okay, good. So Thatcham Transfer is the one that's missing now at the moment. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try roll out. I'm going to roll two that way. Sorry, if I go, what do we got here? Yeah, if I go two this way and two this way, then that will work quite nicely for each direction. So let me go to rails, jump into stations, and I want a bog standard freight station, please. Bog standard, thank you very much. And if I go here, I think bog standard is good. Yeah, bog standard passenger. I don't want to fine track. L&B Goodyard, can I do that? Are you? No, you're not going to be. That's L&B station signal box. No, these are passenger. These are passenger ones. What's that one? I don't think so. No, I don't think that's going to be at 1.4 million. Thank you very much. No, that one's no good either. Although, if I do this, if I rotate it, and can I add extra space in, but can I add extra platforms? No, I can't. Okay, good. So in that case, just bog standard of this one, and I want to add in, so it's going to be 4. And if I then spin it and add in, I want this to be 250, so let's go all the way up to 250 there. I could just use over here, but that's that one, so that would work there. And I might give this a little bit of area to expand as well. So let me just see if I can get this to be, because I think I want it to still, as long as it connects to these still. But let me put it here. Yeah, I think we may as well allow the expansion of everything at the moment. So if I put it there, let's just, you know what, let's just go with something. But I think it's connecting to everything, because it is connecting, if I have a look, it is connecting into, look, all of these buildings. And it's still now named Thatcham. No, it's not. No, it's nuts. So station was removed. Coal to Thatcham and wood and plank to Sandy. Okay, yes, and yes, goodbye, you're gone. So, yep, so we now need to fix a few things. Okay, good. So in that case, gone, and I may as well just take this guy and put him flattened here. You're out, and you're there. Okay, good. Actually, at the same time, get rid of you, hold the shift key, which is nice, and let's just work out how we want this. So if I put this, what have we got? 332. So I haven't got that much money, but I basically want the, ooh, that's not what I want. I do not want a different type of track, thank you very much. But I think what we can do is we can actually just avoid this little nub here. So let me get this and just go, you're gone to there, and you're gone here, and now it's the shift. Goodbye. Okay, and I think I'm right to go now. So if I go here and basically there, that's what I want. Yeah. So the highest we'll need to go is there. That's the pass through in that direction. Okay, and if we do that, the pass through, you go either that way, or you come in here and you come into here, or you come in here and you come into there. Now that doesn't look very symmetrical, so let me try with that. Yeah, that's good, although I think I prefer the other way, but yeah, that looks pretty good. Let me just grab that. Good. Okay, so you do that. These look pretty symmetrical. It's just that one there that doesn't look too good, so why don't we fix that? Yeah, let me just go like that. Go up a bit. Yeah, that's better. I like that. good. Okay, so that's heading in those directions, and you'll come out, so it's good. Yeah, and then coming back in, these guys, they're going to have a couple of different things to do. So you'll be doing this. The other pass through up from the other direction is going to be here. So they'll be there, and basically that's the outer. So this one will come down to here, yeah. And now we want to see, can we do this? These guys are heading in that direction. I'm not sure this is going to look too good. I'm a little worried about how this all looks. Does that is kind of symmetrical. I don't mind that. Yeah, that works. Okay, that's good. Let's continue along here. Yeah, good. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to have to be really careful about the mountain because I'm just destroying height here. And then this, and then we'll put this into a nice little track. All the train stuff can be undone, so that's all pretty good. Okay, if I go here, let me see. So at the moment, these guys, now I would need, if they need to turn around, they're basically going to be doing that. So what I'm looking for here is a pass-through track. So to get 3 bits of track here, what I'll need to do is move it all down a bit. So if I go like this and say, right, can you, if you were here, what's that, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So can that work if I go like this, yeah, and then I go like this? And that is the distance I need. That means I can now do that, yeah. And this will now pass through. This will be the sort of canyon that they go in, which is what I've done in my previous playthroughs as well. And that gets him into this 1+ ground level, which is nice. Okay, so that is going to be that. It's just how we kind of tidy all this up. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to do is get this station, get this land connected over the other side. Now, I've got a bit here to play with, but I need trains to be able to turn around. Now, these trains here will need to be able to turn around and go in and then head down. So they need to be able to do that. But these trains coming from this direction only need to be able to go here. They won't need to turn around and head back. So I shouldn't have to put a turnaround at this end just yet. I should be right to just do the other side, just this side. That should be good. Right, let me see. So if I do this and one more, yeah. Okay, that's not quite what we wanted. That is costing money. If I do that, you're not really. That will work. Let's just see if we can get this to work. So there's the turnaround. And in fact, I think I need to get the best turnaround I can here. So if we do that, basically here I want to, basically here I want to come across. Yeah, that's the lowest point. So when you get to the minimum, which is there, and there's the minimum as well. Good. Okay, while we're here, get rid of the nubbin. Jump back onto this, and from here we should be able to do 2 things. One is go back onto this. So can you do, that'll be straight through. Yep. And 2, I don't think you want to do it from there though. So that's nice. So if you're coming from here, okay, this is getting a bit confusing. Okay, if you come from this way, if you are coming from here, you'll go in. You will probably want to go from here and into there. Okay, good. So let's get rid of you and let's hang over. Let's do an overhang for these 2 platforms. Coming this way. Yeah. So these 2 guys all they need to do is be able to go either to here. One more, thanks. Is there. Yeah. Or they want to be able to do, and I'm going to do this like this and say there, that simplifies things. I like that. And now let's do it again for here. I want to be able to, let's do a similar thing here. So let's go right. So you need to be sort of here. Let me see what I could do is the best. Yeah, that's nice. And then from there, let me see if I can just do that. I could, but I could try and follow this. So if I go 1 and then I go in. No, that's no good. It works on that end though. That's nice. Good. Okay, that's good. So you can go that way, you can go that way. These guys can come here, and then that means they can either come here to there or here to there. So heading that way, you are either doing a pass through and they're getting in, or you're coming from the station and getting in. So in that case, it's just you're either going to the loop or directly onto the next station, to the next place, which is called Platts Bridge at the moment. Okay, good. So let's get some signaling in as well for this crazy thing. But that essentially should be it. If I can get rid of that bit. Yeah, nice, good. Okay, so that's all that all connects back, and now let's signal up and say, right, that's good. Before we forget, let's pick the two lines that are a bit lost. If I go here, I should get some errors. Yeah, there should be errors from all the trains. Okay, you need to get the coal. So coal is, oh yeah, I deleted it. Yep, so here, and it's going to be full load, and then you're going to get a drop off to here, and it's going to be full unload. Yes, thank you. And you're going to be coal to Platts Bridge, and now you should be going. Yep. And now these guys, where are you going? You're just going. He's just going. He'll be lost. But basically, you're picking up from here. So it's here for full load. Full load. And here for... Sorry, where are you? Hang on. Oh yeah, there for Sandy Southwest, so full unload. Now I'm going to do an extra bit here as well. Let's call this. So this was wood and plank to blah. Yeah. So wood and plank to Sandy. Wood and plank to Sandy Southwest. Yeah. So we'll do that. That's nice. And wood and plank to Sandy Southwest. Yeah. Now I should have two trains that need to do that. So you need to be on the same thing. So you'll be wood and plank. Hang on. Where are you? Can I get you? What are you doing? Yep. And you'll be on individual route, wooden plank to Sandy Southwest. So now you're going. That's interesting that they're just rocking and rolling. Those three trains now should be doing that. But what I think I'll do is I'd like to... This guy should be loading. And I want them to load in that direction. So let me just take this. Is he loading? Yes, he is. But I want them to load the other way. So why don't we say this guy can load there. So loading here is good. Yeah. So I'm going to edit it, and you're going to be loading here. And instead of loading there, I want to turn off these two and just say, yeah, loading in that direction. That's good. And then this guy here, I want him to be edit, and I want him to be, let's have a quick look, not there. I want you to unload in the other way, so not the top two. Okay, that means that the other one should come round. Now the problem is the overhang here. I think that's going to be the issue. Oh, we haven't signaled any of it. I haven't signaled any of this, so I don't know how this is all working. But we go ahead and signal it all now. I'm very surprised they haven't said, well, sorry, but we've got multiple bollockings here, and, nothing's kind of signaled. So what do you want us to do, Chief? You go here, and then if I do this, I'm going to go block and block. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's nice. So coming in, these are going to be, so you're going to be heading this way, and heading this way, and then there, and there. Yeah, you're not making a decision here, but here you are making a decision. Yep, and then up here it's going to be in both directions, so that's nice. And then over here you are making a decision as well, so we'll put a chain signal just here. Coming this way, you're just crossing, and I don't want anything to be there. Over there you'll be making a decision. But here I'm going to say, right, you're heading in this way, you're heading in this way, you're heading in that way. And at the other end, it's make sure everything's clear, but no decision to be made. And I'll just drop that one back a little bit as well. Okay, and everything likes the... Oh, it all seemed to like all that with the signals. So that's kind of interesting. Right, radio. We can leave this now. We can just leave all that. We don't really need sand at the moment, but what we will do is continue this station back. Let's have a look at this. By the way, we can work out where we want a station. What I think is we'll have. So it's interesting. I wanted the train to hug the mountainside, and then I think we want it to still hug the mountainside. So let's do that. Let's get it going like this. But we want it to hug that right level, which is just there, So let's do it. Let's see if we can get the train to kind of hug this and just go in a bit. Yeah, that's it. A little bit random as well, not too... Look, we've just cut into the countryside and we'll fix a few things up here and there. Oop, see, that's what we don't want. Then the pass through here is going to be about there. So if I do this and now I go cut, I should be able to do that. And then I should be able to go like here as long as I'm not coming into this section. And then it's really just going to want to go around here with 3. So let's do this. Let's cut into there. That will be a nice little cut to the countryside bit. Let me just see here. We don't want too many there. Okay, that's nice. Maybe one more there. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's get the train line and just kind of put it right in. Oop, not there. Oop. Go in now. Looking for that 45-degree angle there. What I might do is really just follow this. So let's do that. And let's do that there. Yep, and then we basically need those two to cut together. So if I follow this above, I should be able to do this, and I can go back and repair some of that, fix it up. Right. And we go to here. Yeah, that's good. So that'll take it into there. And we still have a little bit of money left there, which is good. I thought we'd spent quite a bit of money this episode. Let me see. All right. And what's happening next? Well, we'll put in some signals when we have the need for it. But at the moment, no need. You can just clear a bit of this. We'll get this going. I mean, these towns here can kind of like they'll just work quite nicely if I flatten that out. We can hug here. We can come across. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, I think we can do that and just come across this way. I think that's a good one. Yeah, there's you go. And basically, we want to now follow this along. I want this train to stay at this level, these trains, and what I'm thinking of doing here is a little tunnel because I want to preserve. So let's do this. Let's go 3. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Is that 3? If I put this guy there and then I do this guy here, that's the distance I need it to be. Yeah. So okay, that's not bad. Let's just go forward. Yeah, you'll go to there now. Well, basically, what we're doing here is trying to create a nice tunnel portal. There we go. I think that's a good amount. And then we want that to come through to this side. Now it's going to be up 1 voxel, so it's going to be here. It's 1 up from sea level, so that's kind of good. Let's do that as well. Let's do that, and then we'll see about this. So we'll cut in. And what I'm going to try and do here is just line up this and just cut this across. So it's there. So I think it's 1 more in. So it should be here. Yeah, that should be exactly where we need to be. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and that comes down to there. Brilliant. So now what we do is just cut this in. So we've got a similar sort of rock face. I think that's kind of nice. Oh, that works. Yeah, that's good. And let's go with rails. And we've got a bit of money here, so we can do it. We do this up to here. Yeah, and I want to go to there, and I go tunnel, and we try and put him out to here. Now I just want to see what face tunnel, concrete tunnel there. So if I do that and I go up to, is it tunnel? Yes, it is, and I want it to be there. Yeah, good. Okay, so that's ground to ground, 54,000. Let me check out the other end. It should be nice. It is. So now we get this guy and we just go ground to ground as well. Put that one in first. Then we go tunnel. It should be good, but I want this to be up to -1. Oh, up to ground, up to 0, which is good. So don't change height at all. And looking at the end of the portal here, I want that to be, because of the height, I can't quite do that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold back. I'm going to go back to this, and I'm just going to make this height the same as this. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. And now, what's when I put it in? I reckon this will work beautifully. So if I do this, go to here, go tunnel, and bring that to 0. And now on pause, in case it doesn't work. But if we go back and have a look at it, yes, that's now brilliant. And this is now brilliant as well. So that's really good. So there we go. We got that through the tunnel, which is nice. And I don't mind all that around there as well. Let's see if we can get this just looking quite good. Let's go around here. Yeah, that's a nice little bend there. And then if I come into here, it's just going to charge me for those. But that's fine. I don't mind occasionally paying for terrain works if it helps me just to line things up nicely. Yes. Okay, good. So if you go one more, please, and then you're in nicely. Let's try and get some, trying to get some symmetricality here as well. So that's all quite good. One more there then, and then we're straight in. Good. Okay, so that is all excellent. That's all ready to go. I like that. And it kind of means that these guys are just going to grow right up to there, aren't they? These guys, they're just going to go, yeah, there you go. We'll be able to sort of put the roads right up to there. So what I could do even, I'll get rid of these guys. Yeah, nice. And I am going to just pop in a road here. I'm going to say, right, can I get the road right to the end? And I'm going to say, yeah, let's get this all the way to here. And just get this, because then that way we know that our roads are all just perfect now. So that's excellent. I think that'll be really good. And in order to get these guys creating, I think what we'll do is we'll go, there's that. Here's where the houses would be. So let's do something sensible here with the terraforming. Let's do a little bit beyond the house like that. Yep. And we'll come right up to there. So just so we could do that. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do another line just here. So like this. And then we might even just get rid of this to here. Good. And then that way it just allows another house to go on there, no problem. This is going up here nicely. So we'll do that. And we can fix that up. Now you've got these guys coming along. So what we might be best off doing here is just filling that in for the moment and keeping it nice. And then I think even just to get this nice, I think the best thing we could do here is do this, do actually that, and then let me just do roads and go here and down, and if you go down and across, basically, no, that's not going to work actually. That's just silly actually. That didn't really work. What about if I do that? That will allow another house to go under. So that's good. Yeah. And if I do this, yeah, if I go, what about if I go there and if I go here, whoop, need to just knock one knob off there. And you go to there, and then you go down to there. So that might allow us to put a few things on here. Let me do this, and now I'm just thinking here, if I do that, I might then be able to get some terraforming and say, right, you might be able to put a little house on there, and you might be able to put a little house over here as well, which could be good. Yeah, so we should be able to put house here, either side, one there, and then over here, I'm thinking, do you know what? We've got a bit of money here. The place is doing, place is doing pretty well. It's 22,000. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. And let's do level. Let's do this to there and say road to there. Yep, nice. And then I think the best thing we could do here is to preserve, is do terraforming and just knock it back allowing them to build on the lower level. So they'll be, yeah, just to there. Yep. Okay, and we'll do this bit here. Well, it's like a bit unknown. I bet they're building on here. Over here, we can just leave it. We can give it a little hand to, I mean, yeah, it's not too bad like that actually. And then we can just cut this all the way, cut this all the way down like that. And then we can say, right, these houses can expand along the waterfront, and that'll be nice. Yeah, that'd be good. So this town can now expand all the way around this waterfront, which would be really good. So that's kind of nice. I like that. Yeah. Good. Okay, how are we tracking, guys? Let's unpause the game, just see how we are tracking. Not too bad, 125,000. We still didn't put a loan in, which is good. We've unlocked a nice piece of land. I'd like to just say as well, I didn't let the game play very much in order to make the money to pay off the loan completely, and also to make the 1.3 or whatever we had at the start of the episode. It just turns out that, you know, transferring the milk into better sort of, look at these, much more bigger carrying. These guys are now 12 per sortie. The others were, I think, 5 still, which is the very lowest. So just doing that helped quite a bit. But it wasn't just milk, of course. It was over here. I think it was these guys. And here, if you have a look here, logistics. So this guy's sitting at excellent, and the price is good. But over there, the wood is not so. So it's a bit of a shame. If I have a look here, the wood is just not doing too well, and that's a shame because we've got 2 trains. So both of those should be doing really well, but they're not. Now, I think part of that is going to be because the trains are going over here, and then they're waiting to fill up. And I think this is because, if I have a look here, well, it's because everyone's tangling themselves up. What is your problem? Where are you going? Well, you'd be going this way, wouldn't you? Okay, well, let me get rid of this here. I don't like to do that, but why are you doing that? Bit of a shame, because now you're going to be... Oh, you need to get into there, that's why. Yeah, okay, good. So there was just basically issues. I think we're just too tight around here. I think it's all just, yeah, see, they shouldn't use this. I don't want them to... I want them to use that as the pass-through. But yeah, we'll see. And how is this? These guys do have quite a bit, and on the belt as well. So it's belt storage, a bit like Factorio. And these guys are full as well. So, because they are they're the planks. Well, that's not too bad as well. We'll see how that goes. Oh, look at you, lovely road along there. But that's right. We did say that this, because it goes underneath, that this can expand over here. We now allow that to expand over there, and then over here we do have the ability for the road to come along here. But I'm kind of tempted to put that down myself. Right. Okay, good. So I think everything's going pretty nicely. I really need to get the laboratory situation sorted out as well. But I wonder... I kind of think I should move my laboratories away from here and just put them near a train station, and just train everything through. But I will see how that goes. I'm going to leave the episode here. Hope you've enjoyed this episode 7 of our Vauxhall Tycoon series. This is our lakes and mountains playthrough, and it certainly is. I mean, look at these lovely mountains over here look at this. I love this. So that's all brilliant. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Stitch Up. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Vauxhall Tycoon. Cheers.